agriculture and processed food as a group consume more energy and create more pollution than anything else. And a lot of this is animal agriculture, using tons of land to grow food for animals instead of using that land to grow food for people, because people have an insatiable desire for meat, and many people believe they need it. They're mistaken, but they think it's going to somehow help them or even be necessary, when the fact is it's only making us less healthy and much more likely to develop disease. But the environmental impacts of the way most people eat are profound, and so we are polluting rivers and streams. We are spreading pesticides and toxic poisons on the soil, which are affecting everybody on an ongoing basis. In a big study conducted probably 15 years ago with a statistically significant sample size group of people in North America, they looked for 75 persistent environmental toxins, including things like DDT, these nasty, nasty poisons. And what they found was that the average person had more than 50%. That's 38 or more of these substances in their body in measurable quantities. And that's the effect of having this stuff so prevalent in the environment. And so what we eat, how we vote with our dollars makes a huge difference. Obviously, buying commercial produce is destroying the planet and killing all kinds of species as those poisons go into the environment. Ow. Something flew into my eye. If we look at a typical diet, the energy in that diet is about 1/3 in the production of the food, about 1/3 in the transportation of that food from where it was grown and or produced to the end user, and about 1/3 in the preparation of that food at home. It's cooking or whatever it might be, and it's usually cooking the food. When we look at an optimal raw vegan diet, we are eliminating the processing energy involved. I mean, there's some energy involved to box up bananas or mangoes and put them on a boat or a plane, I suppose, and obviously still some transportation cost. But there is much less energy involved in that part of the process, and there's no energy involved in the home. We don't need to do anything. We don't need machines. We can simply take the food and eat it. And so we could save probably between 35 and 45% of the energy currently embedded in food, and maybe much more if we look at the animal agricultural industry and how much energy is there. Forgetting about that, we could probably save at least 1/3 or even close to 50% of the energy by simply adopting an optimal diet, and much more if we're actually living on the land. And so ultimately, and it's interesting because one of the arguments that people have for moving to a tropical location and growing their own food is that there isn't enough space here for everybody. What if everybody wanted to do that? That's a completely specious argument. Not everybody wants to do it. Okay? It's not going to happen anytime soon. And if everyone who was actually committed to their health chose to do it, there'd be no problem because there's tons of land. There are a lot more cows here than people. And if the cows were replaced by people because people stopped buying animal products and we didn't need all the pasture land, there'd be no problem housing as many people as wanted to be here. I think the effects are profound.